So welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode, and we're kicking it off with a triple threat match. We have a returning Noam Dar, who unfortunately lost just a couple of weeks ago against Buddy Murphy in his debut. He put up a pretty good showing, but it wasn't good enough. However, he has been officially signed to a contract. It wasn't good enough to pick up the win, but apparently a good enough showing to pick up a contract. He got one a lot quicker than Carmelo did. And he's getting another opportunity here tonight to prove himself in this, I guess, climbing the ladder triple threat, as it's been called. William Regal's actually out of office at the moment due to a health-related situation, but he pre-booked some of these matches for tonight. There's no news yet on whether William Regal's condition is any kind of serious situation, but and also no confirmation whether it's related to his in-ring return from a couple of weeks ago at the pay-per-view. But we are obviously sending best wishes to William Regal. Dijakovic been booked by Regal. We know Dijakovic and Shane Thorne been trying to climb the tag team ladder. Shane Thorne had a singles match against a debuting Cody Rhodes back at Stand and Deliver. But other than that, they've had pretty bad luck when it comes to picking up wins. And then the third man in this contest made his debut a month ago against Walter. Walter, he pretty much flattened Jordan Devlin. Devlin's been out of action since, with a concussion-related injury from receiving a pretty bad clothesline from Walter. Walter, who, unfortunately for him, lost last week against Buddy Murphy. Jordan Devlin's looking to, like I said, climb the ladder, so to speak, in this triple threat. It hasn't particularly been said what will be the reward for winning this match, or if there even will be one. It could just be a match to showcase your potential as a superstar on NXT. Look at Noam Dar with those nice bridging suplexes. And now Dijakovic and Noam Dar. Massive height difference, and look at Dijakovic hoisting Dar up into the air. That raises edge position, but Dar rolling out of it into an arm drag. Very nice. And now Devlin going after Dar, both members of the NXT UK roster. Oh, and Dar going after the leg of Devlin. I believe both of these men have competed in cruiserweight related competitions in the past. Look at Dijakovic towering over both of them. Could be a perfect opportunity for Dijakovic to showcase his singles talent rather than being stuck in a tag team. I think it's been pretty evident that both him and Shane Thorne don't really jive too well as a team. They don't have the best chemistry. Devlin now up top, diving off, and Dijakovic dodged out of the way. Noam Dar was clear anyway, but Dijakovic letting Devlin hit the mat hard. He might have even caught himself on the barricade there. Noam Dar's just steering clear of both of these men as Dijakovic hoists up Devlin. But Dijakovic, Devlin and Dar, I don't think their names were the reasons they were chosen for the triple threat, but certainly a possible way to filter down the roster into matches. And now both of these men teaming up on Devlin a little bit. Devlin's been quite disrespectful to the members in this match so far. Oh my god, and going after the leg. Going after the leg of Dijakovic. There's a Scottish sickle. Dijakovic keeps getting back up extremely fast, and Dar going after the arm now. It's not enough. Dijakovic with a jawbreaker to Dar. Maybe went for a sickle of his own. And now hoisting Dar up and launching him into the turnbuckle, into the corner. His legs bouncing off that middle turnbuckle. Devlin watches Dijakovic brutalize Dar. And now going in to pick up the scrap. Springboard, tornado DDT, plants Dijakovic in the middle of the ring. Devlin's going up top. Dijakovic back to his feet. Oh, and he stops Devlin, launching Devlin halfway across the ring. And now it's time for Dar and Devlin to go one-on-one, while Dijakovic's down on the ground. Or at least he was. Went for a discus. Snap German suplex from Noam Dar. Beautiful move. I don't know how he was managed to get a man the size of Dijakovic off his feet. There's a shin kick, taking him out again. And now gearing up, looking for that enziguri. That punt enziguri. There it is! Wiping the smug look that Dijakovic had on his face earlier on into the front row. And Noam Dar's just picked up a win. All it took was one. Catching Dijakovic off guard. Dijakovic went down like a sack of spuds. And Noam Dar now gets a win. His win-loss ratio now at 1-1. So, after that opening triple threat match, we've now got a bit of a rivalry match, a bit of a feud match that's finally been booked. After the first month's set of qualifiers, we saw Liv Morgan pin Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has requested a one-on-one match with Liv Morgan, now that Liv Morgan's no longer the #1 contender. I mean, she's got everything to gain and everything to lose at this point, not being the #1 contender, so we're going to see Liv Morgan take on Sasha Banks. NXT's biggest acquisition of the draft. I mean, it's not going to mean much if she doesn't start winning some matches, but a win here tonight against Liv Morgan, not only getting redemption for her loss, but pinning somebody that was up for the #1 contendership is going to be a pretty big deal. Here we go, Liv Morgan, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks not even looking at Liv Morgan as this match begins, but now the onslaught, the attacks. She's finally got a one-on-one. I think Sasha Banks has even admitted that she was very unprepared during that initial qualifying segment. She came in very arrogant, and she was clearly and self-admittedly very unprepared. And it cost her. She hasn't been booked since, up until now. And Liv Morgan's been one of the mainstays of the NXT women's division. She's been featured very prominently and probably still will be thanks to her performances so far. But Sasha Banks has an opportunity here to really ascend up the ladder of the NXT women's division. Look at that nice shining wizard there taking down Morgan. Suplex there by Sasha Banks. There's a second one, going for the Three Amigos. There it is. Right in the centre of the ring, trying to get the crowd fired up. Where's Liv Morgan going? Don't know what she went for, but Sasha Banks had certainly a unique way of dodging out of whatever it was Liv Morgan was trying to do. Sasha Banks has already said that she doesn't believe Liv Morgan should be in the position that she's in because of how little experience she has in comparison to Sasha Banks when it comes to universe mode, credentials, championships, previous booking. Liv Morgan's very much the underdog and the up-and-comer. And now look at her raking the eyes, raking at the face of Sasha Banks. Sasha with a leg trip though. Trying to keep Liv Morgan down, kick to the midsection. There's the straitjacket into the bankrupt. Bridges for the pin. Oh, and Liv Morgan with the kick out at 2. Sasha Banks has really been giving Liv Morgan everything that she can in this match, but Liv Morgan finally managing to get a bit of payback. Went for a double foot stomp. Managing to catch Sasha Banks before she was able to capitalise. Look at these repeated elbows to the gut of Liv Morgan. And now going for the bank statement, centre of the ring, looking to punish Liv Morgan. trying to make her tap out. Liv Morgan's got a string of losses alongside her wins. Oh my god, and rolling up Sasha Banks. Referee's unable to get there. 1, 2. Oh my god, it was enough. It was enough. Liv Morgan stole the win, even with a referee struggling to get there. The small package roll-up was enough for Liv Morgan to pin Sasha Banks. That's got to be humiliating for Sasha Banks. Especially considering how much offense she put in this match. Liv Morgan just managed to outsmart her. So moving on, and another match booked by William Regal. In advance, it's a new debut. Can you believe it? A new debut. We've got Wardlow making his debut on NXT. It's not said whether or not he's going to have a part-time contract or whether he's full-time. I guess we'll wait and see. But he's making his debut tonight against... Well, it's going to be interesting, because if he wins, it's going to push him to the top. And that's because his opponent is the biggest debut we've had so far over the past month. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. It's also going to be extremely tough for Cody. He's got a lot riding on this match. He's got a lot riding on his performances moving forward. He had a debut at a pay-per-view, which is better than just a regular debut. No offense to Noam Dar or anybody else that's been debuting on just regular shows, but no offense to Wardlow. But it's going to be significantly more important if Cody Rhodes loses this match. Here we go. Wardlow, been known as a mercenary, been known as an enforcer. We could see that come into play. I already know from interviews seen with Cody Rhodes, he's been doing interviews online since making his debut. We already know that he's got a lot of respect for guys like Wardlow that are more free agents, that roam around the independent scene, that aren't currently linked to a brand. But that could change in the future. Wardlow back to his feet. Cody Rhodes been on the heavy offense so far. There's a bicycle kick to the side of the head. Cody Rhodes getting all fired up. He's already made it very, very clear he wants to go after the NXT Championship. He's going to have to build himself up, though, and pick up at least a few more wins. Obviously, it's a lot easier if you debut earlier in the season. There's a lot less for you to contend with, whereas if you've been around and you've been consistently booked all season and lost, you're obviously a lot less likely further down the line. And if you're debuting, you've got to play a lot of catch-up. So it's going to be interesting for Cody Rhodes since he's kind of in the middle. But strong win against Shane Thorne back at the pay-per-view 2 weeks ago. And now putting on a decent performance. Wardlow's had a little bit of offense in. Two-handed choke throw over the head. And now going after Cody while he's grounded. But Cody back to his feet as quick as possible. Wardlow using his strength advantage, throwing the American Nightmare around the ring. And Cody using his quickness now, going after Wardlow. Quick stomp to the back of the shin, and there's a teardrop suplex. Dumps Wardlow on his head. These two back and forth, and now Cody, after hitting Wardlow with a punch, trying to lift him up into the butterfly pile driver, but there's Wardlow with a back body drop, dumping Rhodes. There's a snapmare knee strike to the face of Rhodes. Oh, and a pop-up clothesline there, trying to get back into things. Wardlow's been in control for the last few minutes of this match. It's been a lot for Rhodes to come back from. Trying to get Wardlow into that corner, and he manages to. Getting all fired up now. Oh my god. Went for a top rope Rana. Oh my god. Top rope sit out powerbomb. Cody just got flattened, and now center of the ring. An arm trapped crossface. A label lock right in the middle of the ring. Holy shit. A fantastic move there by Wardlow. Oh, and a pump kick gets Cody back into this. Wardlow now with Cody up. On his shoulders. F10 to Rhodes. Cody Rhodes just got his shit rocked. He got planted and just managed to kick out. A brutal move there. The speed on that F10 was absolutely just pure violence. And Rhodes now trying to fight back into it. Putting all of his weight behind that clothesline. And now grabbing Wardlow. There's a Crossroads. Crossroads flattens Wardlow. Pin 1, 2. Oh, and Wardlow with the kick out. They are equal for kickouts of finishers. Cody Rhodes managing to stay on top of Wardlow ever since hitting that inverted superplex. But now Wardlow trying to get back into it. Exploding suplex launches Cody Rhodes, managing to buy himself a little bit of time there to get back into this. Went for the snapmare. Oh, and another bicycle pump kick. Absolutely wiping out Wardlow. Now, the double arm underhook. Going again for the butterfly piledriver, but he just cannot pick up Wardlow. Every single time he tries, he's just not getting it. These two men, oh, been absolutely brutal. That pump kick is the only thing that can really get Cody Rhodes back into this. Lovely swinging neck breaker there. Let's not forget to at least compliment the nice moves. Diving elbow drop. A classic looking diving elbow drop. That was very nice. A little bit of a callback to the old days of legends using the elbow drop. Snap power slam. And now Cody Rhodes, center of the ring. Oh, another Crossroads. Hooking the leg. 1, 2. And that is it. Cody Rhodes picks up a win against Wardlow, but Wardlow with an absolutely amazing debut match. That top rope powerbomb was beautiful. Absolutely fantastic, but Cody Rhodes picking up the win. Wardlow not looking very happy, but these two now face to face after the match. Wardlow offering the hand. And Rhodes accepts it. A show of respect from both men. So I'm being told that tonight's main event is actually being switched around or changed in some way. Buddy Murphy was already scheduled to be in the main event. It was meant to be a tag match here tonight, but I don't know. We're being told that a tag match is no longer being scheduled. We got a little bit of confirmation about where exactly William Regal is and where, you know, why he's been taken to a medical facility nearby. And apparently he was actually attacked. He was attacked backstage by 2 masked men. We don't know who. There were no security cameras in the area where William Regal was jumped. And he cannot remember who. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. Wishes to William Regal, thank God he's okay. This is twice now he's been attacked in the space of a month and a half. So a bit of a shocking revelation there, but it looks like Buddy Murphy's going to be taking on a member of Imperium. Not surprising since the main event status of Imperium lately. All 3 members of Imperium are coming out here. But there's no confirmation as to which member of Imperium Buddy Murphy will be facing. Obviously, last week, Walter lost against Buddy Murphy in a #1 contenders match. He won't be going to the Vengeance Day pay-per-view. This could be a rematch between them. Fabian Eichner is the furthest down the ramp. An educated guess would presume a him. I'm unsure though. We saw Marcel Bartel lose against Pete Dunne last week. And with Walter talking to the referee for a moment there, all 3 members of Imperium are there at the side. The referees rang the bell. It looks like it's a handicap match. Right off the bat, Buddy Murphy with the onslaught against Marcel Barthel. Oh my god. Beautiful knee strike to the face there. Oh, and a power slam. This is 3 against 1 and not the best odds for the #1 contender. I don't know what Imperium are playing at. Like I said, the contract for tonight's main event match got altered. It was meant to be some sort of tag team match. I don't know if Mustache Mountain are available. I don't know if Buddy Murphy had a tag team that was meant to be with him that has now been removed from the match. I don't know. I have no idea. And we can't confirm because William Regal's no longer here at tonight's venue. So it looks like Buddy Murphy's going to have to try and dismantle Imperium as an entire group. Barthel taking Murphy into the corner, targeting the arm. The arm and the chest of Murphy. It's not very often that we see handicap matches tag made to Eichner. It's even less often that we see a handicap match where the person with the handicap actually picks up the win. Eichner with a quick tag now to Walter. A man who is possibly looking for some revenge. No! He's decided to tag Eichner back in the ring. Interesting there by Walter. Murphy was down on the ground. He could have taken advantage, but I guess he wants his cronies, Imperium, to do a little bit more damage. Murphy doesn't even have time to think right now. Eichner with this brutal assault in the corner. Going after the hand now. I wonder if Imperium are going to try and maybe injure Buddy Murphy. They've definitely been viewing Buddy Murphy as taking their spot at the pay-per-view, or taking Walter's spot rather, since Imperium do have a rematch clause. Oh my god, and a massive hip drop from Walter, followed by a knee drop. And Murphy with a reversal. Now going after Walter. Kick to the face, stomp to the foot, knee to the face. Takes down Walter with a Murph knee combo. That's what we're calling it now, the Murph knee combo. I don't know what else he's deciding to call it, but roundhouse kick takes down Walter, and Murphy now trying to get into this. Oh, massive knee strike takes down the ring general. I was praising Imperium just a few weeks ago at how much they obey the rules of the wrestling ring, and now look at this. They might obey the rules of the wrestling ring, but they apparently don't obey the rules of wrestling contracts and scheduled booking. This has been an insane situation lately. And just how desperate Walter's been trying to get himself a championship match. Went for the Kamigoye. Walter with a fist to the knee. Oh! Dodges out the way of the bicycle kick, and a German suplex to Murphy dumps him on his head. Walter now trying to get back into control of this. He's been the only one to kind of slip out of the trio. Imperium were doing a pretty good job back and forth of tag teaming Buddy Murphy, and then Murphy managing to get the reversal on Walter. Now gets the reversal on Barthel. He's going to have to try and weaken each member of Imperium enough to pick up the win. Not going to be easy at all. Barthel back to his feet and now getting hit with a Murph knee combo again. Murphy with a second Murph knee. Sending Barthel into the corner looking for the same combination that he hit on Walter, and it looks like it's going to work. Roundhouse kick takes down Barthel. Springboard from Murphy across the ring, and look at Walter getting extremely angry with Buddy Murphy, and Murphy went after Fabian Eichner on the outside there. Oh my god, he's just flattened Eichner. Down goes Walter. Holy shit. He's gone after all members of Imperium. All guns are blazing. Murphy's wiping off the table now. The table in front of our announcers there. Could be looking to send Barthel through it. Oh my god. Slamming Bartel down. Holy shit, just throwing Bartel into the surface of the table. Brutal combination. Oh my god, and Bartel crumples next to the table. Now going after Walter. This is a lot from Murphy. Murphy managing to successfully take on each member of Imperium. Kick to the midsection, but there's Bartel, the numbers game coming into play now. Inverted gut wrench suplex drops Murphy. At a count of 9 and Bartel breaks up the count. Murphy went on an onslaught, trying to dismantle Imperium then. Snap German. Tag made now to Eichner. Eichner possibly the most fresh out of everyone here. Kick to the midsection. Oh my god, and a release suplex powerbomb. Irish whipping Murphy into the corner. Beautiful move. Murphy though with a reversal. Oh, and Eichner with a reversal. These two men back and forth. Taking down Eichner. And now Murphy. Kamigoye first of the match. Going for the pin. Oh, and Bartel. No, not Bartel. Walter breaking up the pin. Uh-oh. And Murphy going after Walter. Oh, stomp to the face. Deadlift. Power bomb. Final flash knee. Walter's been busted open. Massive knee strike to Eichner. There's the pin. 1, 2. And Bartel breaks it up this time. Murphy's on a roll. Oh, bringing Bartel into the ring. Oh, massive knee strike. Oh, drop kick to Walter. All 3 members of Imperium are down. Walter now trying to get back to his feet. And now Eichner suspending Murphy in the air. Every single time Murphy manages to get a hold of things, Imperium bring it back. And it's all because of the numbers game. Tag now to Walter. I think Murphy has put up way more of a fight than a lot of people would normally expect from a triple threat. But a handicap match rather, not a triple threat. I think Walter might be wanting to finish this thing so that he can claim that he's pinned the #1 contender, but I think he can probably make that argument with any of the members of Imperium. Roll up! Oh, and Bartel was too close to the ropes, and not only that, too close to Imperium's ropes. He's caught Bartel though in the backslide. 1, 2, and Walter right there, but Bartel I think was wriggling out of it anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference. Walter was right there, ready to end Murphy's day. There's a Kamigoye knee strike. Murphy knows he's gonna have to go after each member of Imperium and make sure that they are not anywhere near the ring. All 3 members are down. Kick to the midsection. Lifting up Bartel. Murphy's Law. Makes the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Bartel with the kick out. That could have been it. That could have been the end of the match. It would have been a phenomenal win for Murphy. But it wasn't enough. Jumping high knee, misses. Running European uppercut, topples Murphy. And Murphy now making the tag. Walter can't even get out of the ring. Oh! He goes after Bartel immediately. Kick to the midsection. Lifting up Murphy. Spinning last ride powerbomb. Dumps down Murphy. 1, 2. Oh, and Murphy with the kick out. Look at Eichner's face. What are they going to have to do? Murphy just sprung back up. Jumping high knee. Holy shit. Murphy back to his feet. Roll up. No. Keeping it cinched for the schoolboy powerbomb. Oh, and I think Eichner kicked out. I don't know whether Walter maybe caught Murphy. I'm not quite sure what just happened there. That little altercation that happened. Whatever it was did not look comfortable. Oh, and a shoulder barge as Murphy tries to take down Walter. That'll do it instead. Oh, knee strike to the face. Oh, and he tries again and gets it. There's Eichner right going after Murphy. And now Murphy, Kamigoye. 1, 2. He's not done it. He's still not done it. Oh, and he's flattened Eichner again. Holy shit. And now going for another second Kamigoye. 1, 2. Oh, there it is. Murphy's won. Walter cannot believe it. Murphy has defeated all 3 members of Imperium in a handicap match. Legitimately.